What is joy but the light that guides you toward the truth of who you are? And yet, I do not wish for you to endure pain in silence. I do not ask you to bear your burdens alone. Reach out to one another, for in the embrace of compassion, you will find strength. In the light of understanding, you will find healing. And in the bond you create, you will find the truth that you are never truly separate, but always interconnected, always part of the greater whole. There is much that I have given you: the earth beneath your feet, the stars above your head, and the infinite mysteries of the cosmos. But most of all, I have given you the gift of free will. You are not bound by fate, but are the creators of your own paths. In this freedom, there lies both great power and great responsibility. Choose wisely, for your choices echo throughout time and space. With each decision, you shape the world in which you live and the world that will be. I do not demand that you follow any specific path, nor do I decree that one way is the only way. The path of each soul is unique, and it is through the choices you make that you come to know your true purpose. But in all things, seek balance. Seek harmony. Seek love, for it is the greatest force in all creation, the force that binds everything together, the force that gives life to all things. I know that there are times when doubt will cloud your hearts, when fear will overshadow your vision, and when you may feel lost in the vastness of the world. But I ask that you do not give up. You are not lost, you are simply in a moment of learning. The darkness you may feel is but the absence of light, and it is within you to bring that light forth. In every moment, you have the power to choose how you respond, to choose how you rise above the challenges before you. And even when you falter, know that you are loved. Know that you are never beyond redemption, never too far for my grace. For I am patient, and I am here for you, always. You are my children, and I am your eternal parent. Just as a parent does not forsake their child, neither do I forsake you. There will come times when you feel that the weight of the world is too great to bear, even on the days when you feel isolated, even when it seems like no one understands. Know that you are deeply loved. The universe is holding you. Love surrounds you in ways you may not yet see. Let go of the fear of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every setback, every mistake, every wrong turn is teaching you something. Do not be afraid to start again. You do not need to have all the answers. Life is not about certainty, it is about trust. Trust yourself. Trust that you are capable, that you are resilient, that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Forgive yourself. For the times you are hard on yourself. For the moments when you doubted your worth. For all the ways you have been unkind to yourself. You deserve the same love and compassion you give to others. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly as you are meant to be. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that cannot hold your light. Stand tall. Own your power. Love will find you. Even if your heart has been broken, even if you have been let down, even if you have convinced yourself that love is not meant for you, it is. You are worthy of a love that sees you, cherishes you, and stays. Keep your heart open. You are allowed to rest. You do not have to earn your worth through exhaustion. You do not have to prove your value by running yourself into the ground. Rest is not weakness. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. Happiness is not a destination. It is something you can choose now. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before allowing yourself joy. Find beauty in the small things. The greatest growth happens in the spaces of uncertainty. It is in those moments that you find the strength to trust in yourself, to listen to your inner wisdom, and to move forward with faith. Do not let the need for certainty hold you back. Let go of the need to control everything and allow life to unfold as it is meant to. You are always guided, always supported, and always loved. My dear child, there will be times when you feel as though you are not enough, when the world around you makes you question your worth. But I want you to remember this: You are more than enough. You are a divine being, worthy of all the love, peace, and joy that life has to offer. Your worth is not determined by the things you do, the titles you hold, or the opinions of others. Your worth is inherent in who you are, your kindness, your love, your light. You are a unique expression of the divine, and there is no one else like you in the world. You are irreplaceable. Your light, your love, and your presence in this world are needed. Never doubt your worth, even when the world seems to make you question it. You are more than enough, just as you are. You do not need to change for anyone. You do not need to prove your worth. You are worthy simply because you exist, and that is enough. My dear child, in moments of uncertainty, it is important to remember that you are always supported by forces far greater than yourself. The divine is always with you, guiding you, loving you, and offering you the strength you need to move forward. The angels, the spirits, and all of creation are here to help you, to uplift you, and to offer you comfort and protection. Even when you cannot see them, they are present, offering their support in the form of gentle whispers, moments of peace, and the quiet guidance of your heart. Even when you cannot see the way ahead, know that the divine is always supporting you, always leading you toward the right path. Do not be afraid of uncertainty. It is in the unknown that you discover your true strength. When you cannot see the next step, trust that you are being led toward growth. The steps may not always be clear, but every step you take is part of a much bigger picture. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment, and every experience, every challenge, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Trust that you are being guided toward your highest good, even when it feels like you are walking in the dark. My dear child, I know that you sometimes question your worth, especially when you face challenges or setbacks. You may feel that you are not enough, that you are not capable of reaching your goals, or that you are not worthy of love and happiness. But I want you to remember, with every fiber of your being, that you are enough. Your worth is not dependent on your achievements, your successes, or the opinions of others. Your worth is inherent. It is in your very being. You are worthy of love, happiness, and success simply because you exist. Do not let the voices of doubt and fear convince you otherwise. Those voices are not the truth. The truth is that you are loved unconditionally, and that love does not depend on anything you do or don't do. You are already whole, already perfect in your imperfection, and there is nothing you need to prove to anyone. You are worthy, always. My dear child, I also want you to understand that you are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. Life can sometimes feel overwhelming, and it is easy to feel that you have to solve every problem, fix every situation, and make everything right. But that is not your burden to bear. You are not alone, and you do not have to do everything by yourself. The divine is always by your side, offering you support, love, and guidance. You are part of a larger, interconnected web of existence, and you are always supported by the love and care of those around you, both seen and unseen. When the weight of the world feels too heavy, reach out for help. There is no shame in asking for support and leaning on others when you need to. Just as you are there for others in times of need, others are here for you. You are part of a greater whole, and it is in the sharing of burdens that you find strength. You are not alone in this journey, and together we lift each other up. My dear child, you may sometimes feel that you are not making progress, that your dreams are too far away, or that the things you want are out of reach. But I ask you to remember that progress is not always measured in big, visible steps. Sometimes, the greatest progress is made in the quiet moments, in the small shifts within your heart and mind. It is easy to become discouraged when you cannot see the results of your efforts right away, but trust that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. The universe does not always work on our timeline, but its timing is always perfect. Trust that what is meant for you will come, and that you are always moving in the right direction, even when it doesn't feel like it. The seed you plant today will blossom in time, and even if you do not see them growing now, trust that they are taking root beneath the surface. Keep moving forward, step by step, and trust in the divine timing of your life. Stop measuring your progress against the pace of others. You are not behind. You are not too late. Everything is unfolding in its perfect time, and what is meant for you will never pass you by. The sun does not rush to rise, yet it always finds its place in the sky. You too will shine when it is your time. Let go of the weight you are carrying. The past is a story that no longer needs to define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your regrets. You are not the moments when you felt like you failed. You are the love you give, the lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained. The past has shaped you, but it does not own you. You are free to step forward without its chains. Forgive yourself for the things you did not know, for the choices you made when you were just trying to survive, for being hard on yourself in moments when you needed kindness the most. You deserve your own grace. You deserve your own understanding. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow beyond the expectations others have placed upon you. You do not have to remain the person they remember. You are evolving, learning, becoming something new. Do not be afraid to let go of the versions of yourself that no longer fit. Growth is not betrayal. It is your birthright. Do not fear the unknown. Life's most beautiful moments often arrive when we least expect them. The things that are meant for you will not require you to chase, to beg, to force. What is truly yours will come with ease, with alignment, with a quiet certainty that speaks louder than fear. Love will find you. Even if you have been hurt before, even if your heart has been shattered. The world may seem overwhelming, and you may wonder if the struggles you face are too much to bear. In those times, I want you to remember that every challenge is a step on your path, and each struggle is an opportunity for growth. Even when the road feels difficult, know that you are moving forward, even if it is not immediately visible to you. You may not always see the purpose in the hardships, but I promise you, there is meaning in each experience. The divine has a way of working through us, shaping us, and leading us toward our highest good. Trust that what you are going through is not in vain. It is a part of your growth, your evolution, and your journey toward becoming the person you are meant to be. You are not defined by your challenges, but by how you rise above them, how you face them with courage, and how you learn from them. Keep moving forward with faith, and trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to the peace and clarity you seek. My dear child, I know that there are times when you may feel uncertain about the choices you have made or the path that lies ahead. It is natural to have doubts, especially when things do not seem to be progressing as you hoped. But I want you to know that there is no such thing as a wrong path. Every decision you make, whether it turns out as you envisioned or not, is a part of your soul's journey. There is no right or wrong way to live your life. There is only your path, and it is uniquely yours. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Even when the path feels unclear, even when you cannot see the destination, trust that the universe is guiding you. The choices you make are part of your growth, and every experience, every moment of doubt or uncertainty, is a lesson that will bring you closer to the truths of who you are. You are never lost. You are always on the right path. You are not the sum of your failures, but rather the courage you show in rising from them. Be kind to yourself when you slip, and allow yourself the grace to try again. Life is not a straight line. It is a series of winding paths, some filled with joy, others filled with struggle, but each one leading you toward your own personal transformation. Embrace the journey, all of it, and know that each moment is part of a larger, divine plan that is unfolding for you. My dear child, there will be times when you feel disconnected from others, when it seems that the world around you is moving on without you, leaving you behind in your own struggles. It is easy to feel isolated when we are facing difficult times, But I want to remind you that you are never truly alone. Even in moments when it seems like no one understands you, there is always love surrounding you. The divine love that created you is always with you, never leaving your side. When you feel alone, turn inward. Reconnect with the love that resides within you. You are a divine being, filled with an endless supply of love, wisdom, and strength. You do not need to rely on others to feel complete. You are already whole, already perfect in your own right. Embrace the love that flows through you, and know that by doing so, you will attract the same energy back into your life. Love yourself first, and watch how the world mirrors that love back to you. My dear child, I know that there are moments when you feel the weight of your past bearing down on you. Perhaps there are things you regret or wounds you have not fully healed. I want you to know that your past does not define who you are today. You are not your mistakes, your regrets, or the pain you have endured. You are a being of light, capable of healing and moving forward from everything that has happened before. My dear child, I want to remind you that you are a divine being, a beautiful, radiant soul with an infinite capacity for love, joy, and peace. No matter what happens in the world around you, you have the power to remain grounded in your truth, to stay connected to the love that resides within you, and to move through life with grace and peace. The challenges you face do not define you. You are defined by your love, your compassion, and your ability to rise above any difficulty with an open heart. Remember, my dear child, that the journey is not about reaching a destination. It is about living each moment fully, embracing the lessons you learn along the way, and growing into the person you are meant to be. You are constantly evolving, constantly becoming more aligned with your true self. Do not rush the process. Allow life to unfold as it is meant to, and trust that you are always exactly where you need to be. My dear child, I leave you with this. You are loved beyond measure. You are enough, just as you are. You have everything within you to navigate this life with strength, grace, and love. Do not let fear, doubt, or uncertainty stand in your way. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and trust the love that surrounds you. You are worthy of all the beauty, peace, and joy that life has to offer. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that the path ahead is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are never alone, and you are always supported. My dear child, there are moments in your life when it may feel as though the world is pressing in on you, when the weight of your thoughts, your concerns, and your doubts seem unbearable. In these moments, it's important to take a step back and remember that you are not defined by the challenges you face. You are so much more than the obstacles that lie before you. Your worth is not determined by the things you are going through, but by the light you carry within, the love you share, and the strength you summon when faced with adversity. Even when it feels like you are at your lowest point, know that you have the power to rise. You are like a tree that grows stronger in the face of storms, its roots digging deeper into the earth with each gust of wind. The storms you face are not meant to break you. They are meant to help you grow. With every challenge you overcome, you are becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing whatever comes next. Trust in this process, trust in yourself, and trust in the love that surrounds you. You are never alone in your journey. My dear child, I understand that there are times when you may feel lost, when the path ahead is unclear, and when the future seems uncertain. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the unknown, to feel as though you are walking in the dark without a light to guide you. But even in these moments, I ask you to remember this: you are always guided. The universe, with all its wisdom and love, is always by your side. Silence the noise of the world and listen. I am speaking to you. Angel says, trust the timing of your life. Do not rush the unfolding of your path. Everything comes in its own time, in its own way. The seed does not bloom the moment it is planted, nor does the river carve its way overnight. Be patient with yourself. Trust in the process. There is beauty in your journey, even in the moments that feel uncertain. The universe moves in perfect harmony, and you are part of its sacred design. Every experience, every challenge, every joy is shaping you into who you are meant to be. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is without purpose. Angel says, release the need for control. You cannot hold the wind in your hands, nor can you force the ocean to be still. Life moves as it must, and your power lies in how you choose to move with it. Flow with grace, and you will find peace. You are stronger than you know. The storms you have faced did not break you. They shaped you. The trials you have endured were not punishments, but lessons. You have risen time and time again, and you will rise once more. Do not doubt your resilience. Do not doubt your light. Angel says, speak words of kindness to yourself and to others. Words are not just sound, they are energy, creation power. What you speak shapes the world around you. Speak love, and love will return to you. Speak hope, and hope will grow. The world may seem chaotic, filled with noise and uncertainty, but beneath it all, there is a rhythm, a pattern, a divine order. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Even when you do not understand, even when the path is unclear, trust. You are being guided. Angel says, let go of resentment. It serves no purpose but to weigh you down. Forgiveness is not for others, it is for you. To forgive is to free yourself from the chains of the past. The mind races, filling you with questions, doubts, worries. But your soul knows. It does not rush, it does not fear. It simply is. Let your soul lead. Trust in the quiet knowing within you, for it is the voice of the divine. Angel says, when the world grows loud, retreat into silence. In stillness, all things are revealed. In stillness, you will find the answers you seek. Truth does not shout, it whispers. Listen, and you will hear. Your journey is unique, and there is no need to compare it to another's. The stars do not compete to shine brighter, they simply shine. You too are meant to shine in your own way, at your own time. Do not dim your light out of fear. Angel says, be as the wind, free and unburdened. Be as the earth, strong and patient. Be as the sky, vast and open. There is nothing you must force, nothing you must chase. Everything that is meant for you will come in its time. You are here not just to exist, but to experience, to grow, to create. Every joy, every sorrow, every moment is part of the great unfolding. Embrace it all, for it is shaping you into who you are meant to be. Angel says, do not fear the unknown. The path ahead is not empty. It is full of possibility, full of unseen miracles. Take the next step with faith, and the road will reveal itself beneath your feet. You are worthy, not because of what you do, not because of what you have achieved, but simply because you are. You are a living expression of the divine, and nothing can change that truth. Angel says, speak words of kindness, for they carry great power. Speak hope, and you will bring light. Speak love, and you will heal. The energy you put into the world returns to you. Choose wisely what you send forth. Do not carry burdens that are not yours to bear. Lay them down. There is no shame in rest, no weakness in asking for help. Even the strongest need moments of stillness. Allow yourself to be held, to be supported. You are not alone. Angel says, forgive, not for the sake of others, but for the freedom of your own soul. To forgive is to unshackle yourself from pain, to step into the light unburdened. Waiting to be discovered. The path ahead may not always be clear, but you can trust that as long as you stay connected to your inner truth, you will always find your way. The universe has a way of guiding you, even when you cannot see the direction. Trust in the process, trust in the timing of your life, and know that you are exactly where you need to be right now. My dear child, you may feel that you are not enough, that you do not measure up to the expectations of others, or that your dreams are out of reach. I want to remind you of something very important. You are more than enough. Your worth is not determined by what you accomplish, by how others see you, or by the things you do. Your worth is inherent in who you are, and you are worthy of love, success, and happiness simply because you exist. You are a unique and beautiful soul, created for a purpose that is greater than anything you may understand at this moment. When you feel like you are falling short, remember that you are exactly as you should be. You are a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. The world often tells you to strive for perfection, but I ask you to release that idea. You do not need to be perfect to be loved or to be successful. You need only to be true to yourself, to live authentically, and to give from a place of love. You are enough, and you always will be. You are worthy of all the good things that life has to offer, and you do not have to prove yourself to anyone. My dear child, I know there are times when the weight of your past feels like an anchor, holding you back from moving forward. You may have made mistakes, or you may have regrets, but I want you to know that your past does not define you. You are not bound by your mistakes or by the things that have happened in the past. Each day is a new beginning, and every moment is an opportunity to start fresh. You are free to release the past, to forgive yourself, and to move forward with a heart open to the possibilities of the future. The past may have shaped who you are today, but it does not control your destiny. You are always in the process of becoming, always growing, always evolving. The lessons you have learned are part of your journey, but they do not have to hold you back. You are free to release any guilt, any regret, or any fear that may be tied to your past. The person you are today is not defined by yesterday, and you have the power to create a new future, one that is aligned with your truth and your heart. My dear child, it is easy to become discouraged when life does not unfold the way you expected, or when the road ahead seems long and difficult. It is natural to feel like giving up at times, especially when things feel out of your control. But I ask you to remember that you are never alone in your journey. Do not let past pain convince you that love is not for you. Love is your birthright. It will find you again. Keep your heart open. You are not defined by your struggles. You are not your mistakes, your failures, or the moments when you fell short. You are more than the hardest days of your life. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the light you carry. Angel says, release the need to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion. You are already enough as you are. Your journey is unfolding in divine timing. Stop comparing your progress to others. The sun and the moon do not compete, yet both shine in their own time. Trust that you, too, will shine when it is meant to be. Angel says, be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Your words shape your world. Choose kindness. You have faced storms that others do not know of. You have walked through fire and emerged stronger. Do not let the past define you. Let it empower you. You are a warrior of light. Angel says, let go of what no longer serves you. You are allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself. You are allowed to step into something new. You do not need to have all the answers to move forward. Clarity will come with each step. Do not wait until you feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Begin now as you are. Angel says, take care of yourself. Not just your body, but your mind, your heart, your soul. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Fear will whisper that you are not enough. Do not listen. Fear is not your truth. Your truth is love, strength, and infinite potential. Angel says, do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You are not created to be small. Stand tall. Own your power. Everything you seek is already within you. The love, the wisdom, the strength, it has been there all along. You do not need to search outside of yourself for what you already possess. Angel says, the past cannot be changed, but the future is still unwritten. Do not let yesterday's pain dictate tomorrow's joy. You are loved beyond measure. not because of what you do, but simply because you exist. You are worthy, always. Angel says, keep moving forward. Even when the road is uncertain, even when fear tries to hold you back, the path is unfolding exactly as it should. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in faith, in light. The world needs you. And no matter where you go, I am with you. Always. My dear child, the path you walk is not always easy, and I know there are times when you question the direction you are headed. There are moments when you may wonder if you are making the right decisions, if you are on the right path, or if you are truly living in alignment with your highest purpose. In those times of doubt, I encourage you to take a step back and trust the process of your life. Even when you cannot see the way forward, trust that you are being guided every step of the way. It is natural to question the choices you make, but remember that every experience, every choice, is part of the unfolding of your soul's journey. There is no perfect way to live, and there is no wrong path. Each choice you make is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to evolve into the person you are meant to be. Trust that you are always exactly where you need to be, and that every step, no matter how small, is leading you to the life you are destined to live. My dear child, I know that at times you may feel as though the weight of your past is holding you back, as though the mistakes you have made or the regrets you carry are preventing you from moving forward. But I want you to understand that your past does not define you. Your past is simply a series of lessons, experiences that have shaped who you are today. It is not something to be ashamed of or to dwell on. What matters is not what has happened, but how you move forward from this point onward. Your past may have left scars, but it has also given you wisdom. It has taught you valuable lessons, and it has made you who you are today. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are not the pain you have endured. You are a beautiful, unique soul on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Allow yourself to let go of the weight of the past and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Your future is not defined by your past, and you are free to create the life you desire, one step at a time. My dear child, I ask that you be gentle with yourself, especially when you make mistakes. In a world that often demands perfection, it is easy to be hard on yourself when you fall short of expectations. But I want you to know that you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You are human, and it is okay to make mistakes, to stumble, and to learn along the way. Life is not about perfection. It is about growth, learning, and being true to yourself. When you make mistakes, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Recognize that every mistake is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to become better. Be patient with yourself as you navigate the journey of life. You are doing your best, and that is all that matters. You are not what others think of you. Their opinions do not define you, and their judgments hold no weight in the grand design of your destiny. The only truth that matters is the one you hold within. Listen to your soul. It knows the way. There will be days when you feel small, when you question your worth, when you wonder if you are enough. Let me remind you, you are more than enough. You are radiant, whole, and beautifully imperfect. Do not let fleeting moments of doubt convince you otherwise. The past is a story already written. You do not have to carry its weight into tomorrow. Forgive yourself for what you did not know then. Let go of regrets that serve no purpose. Every sunrise is a chance to begin again. There is power in stillness. You do not always have to be moving, achieving, proving yourself. Sometimes, the greatest strength lies in resting, in being present, in simply existing. You are worthy, even when you are still. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same love and tenderness that you would offer a dear friend. Your thoughts shape your world. Make sure they are filled with compassion. You are allowed to outgrow people, places, and versions of yourself that no longer align with who you are becoming. Do not cling to what was simply because it is familiar. Walk boldly into the unknown, for it holds treasures you have yet to discover. Fear is a liar. It will tell you that you are not capable, that you are not ready, that you are not worthy. Do not listen. Move forward in spite of fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that something is more important than your doubts. Happiness is not found in reaching a destination. It is found in the journey. My dear child, I leave you with this. You are loved, you are enough, and you are always exactly where you need to be. Trust yourself, trust the process of your life, and know that you are being guided every step of the way. There is no need to rush, no need to strive for perfection. You are already perfect in your authenticity, in your truth, and in your love. Keep moving forward with faith, and remember that you are always supported by the divine love that surrounds you. You are enough, just as you are, and you always will be. My dear child, no matter how heavy your heart feels right now, no matter how lost you think you are, know this: you are exactly where you are meant to be. Every challenge, every delay, every heartbreak is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. You may not see it now, but one day, you will look back and understand why everything happened the way it did. Trust the timing of your life. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are growing, evolving, and learning in ways that are not always visible. Just because your progress is not obvious does not mean it is not happening. The most profound transformations often happen in silence, beneath the surface, before they bloom into something beautiful. Let go of the belief that you must have it all figured out. No one does. Life is not a straight path. It is a winding road with unexpected turns. You do not have to know every step in advance. Just take the next one. Clarity will come with each step forward. You are not your past. You are not the mistakes you made or the pain you have endured. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the strength you carry. Do not let the shadows of yesterday dim the light of your future. Even in your quietest moments, even in your deepest struggles, you are seen, you are known, you are loved beyond measure. Nothing can separate you from that love. Angel says, do not wait for the perfect moment to begin. The moment is now. The life you seek is not in some distant place. It is unfolding in this very breath, in this very heartbeat. Live now. Rise, my child. Rise in love, rise in light, rise in truth. You are never meant to stay in the shadows. You are made to shine. And no matter where the journey takes you, I walk beside you. Always. My dear child, I know that at times you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, as if the burdens you carry are too great to bear. You may question why things are the way they are, why you must endure such trials, and why the path ahead seems uncertain. But I want you to understand that every challenge, every moment of struggle, is not a punishment, but a part of your growth. Life, in its vastness, is designed to bring you to greater understanding, deeper compassion, and more profound wisdom. In these moments of difficulty, I ask that you do not lose faith. It is through the challenges that you discover the depths of your strength, the resilience that lies hidden within you. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle, for you are made of the same essence that breathes life into all things. Your spirit is eternal, and no matter how hard the road may seem, you have within you the power to persevere and emerge stronger than before. My dear child, there is no need to fear the unknown, for you are always guided by the divine forces that surround you. Every step you take is illuminated by a light that is far greater than the one you see with your eyes. When you feel uncertain or lost, trust that there is always a greater plan unfolding, one that is leading you to where you need to be. You do not need to have all the answers, for life is not a puzzle to be solved, but a journey to be experienced. Trust in the flow of life. Trust in the rhythm of the universe. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. Life is a dance, and you are a part of it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Allow them to come in their own time, for there is wisdom in waiting, in trusting, and in letting go of control. My dear child, you are not here to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not determined by the achievements you attain or the recognition you receive. Your worth is inherent, woven into the very fabric of your being. You are worthy simply because you exist, and you are loved simply because you are. In the grand tapestry of life, your presence is essential, and the love you carry within you has the power to touch and heal the world. Do not seek validation from others, for you are already validated by the divine. The love you seek is not something to be earned, but something to be embraced within yourself. You are already enough, just as you are. The more you come to understand this truth, the more peace you will find within. When you are at peace with who you are, the world around you will reflect that peace. My dear child, I ask that you forgive yourself for the times when you feel you have fallen short. You are not defined by your mistakes, nor are you bound by your past. Every moment is an opportunity to begin anew, to make different choices, and to step into the fullness of your being. The past does not dictate your future. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today, by the love you give, and by the compassion you show. In every moment, you have the power to choose how you respond to the world. Do not let the past dictate how you feel about yourself now. You are always evolving, always growing, and every choice you make brings you closer to the truth of who you are. Be kind to yourself, as you would be kind to another who is on a journey of self-discovery. The road is long, but every step you take brings you closer to the light. Life is about growth, about learning, and about becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace your imperfections and see them as a part of your journey. The beauty of life lies in the moments when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be real, and to embrace the process of becoming. You do not need to have it all together right now. Every step you take is part of the process, and you are doing just fine. Trust in yourself and know that you are enough, exactly as you are. My dear child, there will be times when you feel as though the world is moving faster than you can keep up, when the demands on your time and energy are overwhelming. It is in these moments that you must take a deep breath and remember that you are not here to do everything at once. Life is not about rushing from one thing to the next. It is about living fully in each moment, about being present and appreciating the beauty in every experience. When you feel overwhelmed, it is important to pause. Take a step back, breathe, and reconnect with yourself. What do you need in this moment? Do you need rest? Do you need a break from the noise? Do you need to reconnect with the things that bring you peace and joy? Life can wait. You do not have to constantly be moving forward. Sometimes, the most important thing you can do is take time to care for yourself, to rest, and to recharge. Only then will you be able to give your best to the world. My dear child, it is easy to become consumed by the hustle of life, by the constant need to achieve and succeed. But I want to remind you that success is not measured by how much you accomplish, but by how true you are to yourself, by how much love you give, and by how peaceful you feel in your heart. You have faced darkness, but darkness is not your home. You are light. You are strength. You are the dawn that rises after the longest night. Nothing can take that away from you. Angel says, be gentle with yourself. Growth is not a straight path. There will be moments of progress and moments of stillness. Both are necessary. Do not rush your own unfolding. Trust in your timing. You may feel like you're behind, like life is moving faster than you can keep up. But you are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. The universe is not in a hurry, and neither should you be. Your journey is unfolding in its own divine rhythm. Angel says, release what no longer serves you. Do not hold on to old pain, old fears, old versions of yourself that no longer fit. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. Give yourself permission to step into the person you are becoming. The love you seek is already within you. You do not need to chase it, to beg for it, to prove yourself worthy of it. Love is not something you earn, it is something you are. Let it flow through you. Let it guide you. Angel says, trust in the unseen. Just because you cannot see the full picture does not mean it is not coming together. The universe is always working in your favor, even in ways you do not yet understand. There will be moments when you want to give up, when the weight feels too heavy to carry, but do not let despair steal your future. You are stronger than this moment. You are meant for more than this struggle. Keep going. There is light ahead. Angel says, do not compare your journey to another's. The stars do not compete to shine. They simply exist in their own brilliance. So too must you trust that your path is unique, your purpose is your own. You are not behind. You are simply on your own timeline. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is not about excusing harm or forgetting pain. It is about setting yourself free. Do not let resentment anchor you to the past. Let go, not for them, but for yourself. Angel says, open your heart to joy. Do not let past pain make you afraid of happiness. Life is still full of beauty, full of wonder. Allow yourself to experience it. Allow yourself to receive the goodness waiting for you. You are never alone. Even in your loneliest moments, even when the silence feels unbearable, you are held in something greater. The universe whispers your name in the rustling leaves, in the waves that kiss the shore, in the stars that watch over you. You are seen. You are known. Angel says, rest when you need to. You do not have to be strong all the time. Even the sun sets, even the moon wanes. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to breathe. Strength is not in never stopping. It is in knowing when to take a moment to heal. You are made for more than fear. You are made for more than doubt. You are made to shine, to love, to create, to dream. Do not let the weight of the world dim your light. Rise. Step forward. Embrace the life waiting for you. Angel says, walk with faith. You do not need to see the entire path to take the next step. You are being guided. You are being protected. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in courage, in truth. The world needs your light. And no matter where your journey takes you, I am with you. Always. Angel says, stop carrying what is not yours to bear. You are not responsible for fixing everything, for holding everything together. Lay down the weight that does not belong to you. Your heart is capable of great things. Love without fear. Dream without limits. Live without apology. You are here to shine. Do not dim your light for anyone. Angel says, walk forward with faith. The road ahead may not be easy, but you are not alone. You are being guided. You are being protected. Keep going. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in truth, and strength. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I understand that life can sometimes feel overwhelming, that the pressures and burdens you carry weigh heavily on your heart and mind. You may feel as though you are walking through life with a heavy load, unsure of how much more you can bear. But I want you to remember, even in your most challenging moments, that you are stronger than you realize. The love that resides within you is unbreakable, and it will carry you through the darkest of times. You have the strength to rise above the struggles you face, and the courage to move forward, even when the way ahead seems unclear. There will be times when you feel as though everything is falling apart, when the pieces of your life seem scattered, and you wonder if you will ever find your way. In those moments, I ask you to remember that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes, what appears to be a setback or a failure is actually an opportunity for growth, for transformation, for realignment. It is in the moments of uncertainty that you learn the most about yourself, about your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to create the life you desire. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though you are walking alone, when the world seems cold and unkind, and you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. In those moments of isolation, know this: you are never alone. The love of the universe, the love of those who have walked before you, and the love of the divine are always with you. You are surrounded by unseen forces that offer their protection, their guidance, and their support, even when you cannot see them. When you feel disconnected from others, take a moment to reconnect with yourself. The love that you seek is already within you. You do not need to look outside yourself for validation or approval. The divine light that resides within you is more than enough. When you embrace your true self and live authentically, you align yourself with the highest frequencies of love, peace, and joy, and you will attract those same energies back to you.